Now, having a sibling can be the most frustrating thing on earth, especially if they dedicate their whole life to making sure you don't win. Some of these cartoon siblings wake up every single day and choose violence. They snitch, sabotage, and somehow always get away with it. So today, we're taking a deep dive into the most toxic, annoying, and downright evil siblings in cartoon history. Because some of these characters weren't just annoying, they were walking red flags with theme songs. So let's get into it. So the first person I want to talk about is Vicky from Very Odd Parents. Hands down, one of the most devious persons known to man. Like seriously, Timmy Turner had literally magical fairies and she still was his biggest problem. She wasn't just a babysitter, she was a full-time villain working overtime to make sure Timmy's life is miserable. Vicky would turn every babysitting gig into a military boot camp, and this girl did not hold back. Timmy couldn't breathe without her yelling twerp from across the room like she had motion sensors installed. That boy Timmy had 99 problems and Vicky was one of them. I really think Shorty had underlying problems going on because she gets mad at everything. She's always shouting on top of her voice, not realizing the greatest opportunity that lies before her. If I was babysitting and bro got some fairy parents, I'm wishing for a Lambo truck instantly. Vicky over here crashing out over nothing. Me and Timmy could be best friends and he could do whatever he wanted to do. You could even set the house on fire as long as I got my wishes. The second person that I want to talk about is Candace from Phineas and Ferb. Now let's talk about Candace Flynn, aka the CEO of Tattling. Not only is she the biggest simp for Jeremy, this girl made it her life's mission to bust her brothers. And for what? Phineas and Ferb was on some lit timing. Every day they were building some of the craziest things. A beach in the backyard. Like, how do you even get mad that you have a beach in your backyard? A water slide. They made a water slide in the backyard and you're crashing out. Roller coaster. How mad can you be at your brothers that you're crashing out that they made a roller coaster in the backyard? Do you know what I'd be doing if I had a roller coaster in my backyard? Y'all wouldn't be seeing this video. I'd be outside. But I never really understand how someone can have so much hate in their heart. For two brothers who literally made life heaven on earth. And what is our obsession with Jeremy? Shorty was more obsessed with Jeremy than my obsession with Coke flavored Oreos. Like every time he showed up, she turned into a walking panic attack. One high from Jeremy and she was tripping over herself, even writing wedding vows in her head. You'll think with all the chaos going around her, she'd have bigger things to worry about. But nah. Phineas built a robot, cool. Jeremy wore a different shirt today, instant meltdown. The third person I want to talk about is Anais from The Amazing World of Gumball. Anais was the definition of I'm smarter than everyone in this room and I know it. She was like 4 years old solving for my ex while Gumball and Darwin were busy setting the microwave on fire for a TikTok challenge that didn't even exist yet. But don't let the pink bunny face fool you. Anais was ruthless. She had no problem calling out everyone, hitting them with facts, sarcasm, and emotional damage all in the same sentence. She was a child and a savage all at the same time. And sometimes she low-key acted like she was above everyone. Yes, we know you read books and have a 200 IQ, but also, you're still the reason Gumball ended up locked in a janitor's closet during gym class that one time. If you've ever been the youngest sibling but still the one fixing everyone's mistake, or if you've ever weaponized your intelligence just a little too hard, yeah, you've got that Anais energy. She didn't throw tantrums, she threw facts. And we respected that. The wildest part about Anais is that she was the youngest sibling, but somehow also the parent, the therapist, the financial advisor, and the team leader, all rolled into one tiny pink bunny with a bow. Like she'd be in preschool writing essays, while Gumball and Darwin were outside trying to figure out if they could breathe through their ears. And the worst part, she knew she was smarter than them, and she made sure everyone else knew it too. She had the most savage comebacks in the whole show, and Anais would drop one sentence and end your entire career arc. Now for the last person, Angelica from Rugrats. If there was ever a child in need of a timeout, a nap, and maybe a therapy session, it's her. Angelica was 3 years old going on 37. She talked like a grown woman, walked around in these little purple overalls like she owned the place, and made it her full-time job to torment every baby in a 5-mile radius. She wasn't just a mean cousin. She was like the mini boss battle of the playpen. She would lie, steal toys, gaslight the babies, and then cry on command the second an adult walked in the room. But deep down, she was so relatable because every kid either knew an Angelica, was an Angelica, or fought an Angelica in the sandbox once and still holds a grudge. She was the first cartoon character to teach us about toxic energy, and you gotta respect the confidence. She strutted into every scene like she was on her third divorce and running a pyramid scheme out of her Barbie dream house. See, the thing about Angelica Pickles is she didn't just bully the Rugrats. She ran a full psychological operation. But hey, whether you are the chaotic sibling or you're just surviving one, at the end of the day, it's all love. Thank y'all. I love y'all.